Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Sid from Junkyard Miniatures. We're going to put that out of the way. We are going to put together a Rogue Doc medical station. I'm in the process of putting it together now. This is literally kit bash from all sorts of different pieces. So these pieces from the original Battle for Macragge box set. I still have some of the guys, not all of them. Sadly, I'm missing most of the Tyranids. I only have, 6 Gene Stealers left, and some Termagants. But now I have actually some more Termagants now, but still no more Gene Stealers. Although I do have the Space Hulk box set, the 2014, and it is unopened. I take that back. It's been opened, but everything is still on the sprue and on the plastic or on the card. Nothing's been punched out. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to glue a couple pieces together and get them put together so that I can paint this piece, because this is the one that I've been wanting to use for a long time. I really like it. I have not found a use for it. It's a just character base, scenic base. I don't remember what set it came from, but I had a couple that had a bunch of skulls on it. I used one of those for my Berserker, for my Chaos guys. These actually were all pieces of the, close to the same thing. I don't remember. Anyway, so we're just going to put this right here in the middle. How do I want it? I want it like that. I want that facing out. I want the handle facing out so it can be adjusted. Yeah. Pressure and time. That's how we make diamonds, right? Ah, I made so funny. No, I'm not Russian. Just kidding. All right, that'll hold for a minute. Actually, let's just do that. So turn it upside down. But this is going to be Lakazo. Actually, it's going to be right here. Then I have my little light post. I've actually trimmed that nub off so there's not this spike. Originally, I had it on another piece, and it hung over like this, and that spike hung down right in the guy's face. So I just cut it off. Just made it like some kind of medical light, I guess. Don't remember what this piece is. Obviously, this is a radar system from a Rhino kit. Oh yeah, and this is from an Imperial Guard. I don't remember. It was a tank. I don't remember which one though. It might have been the Leman Russ. Obviously, the little Aquila. This bar, however, is 2 separate pieces, and it comes from this arm set. You know, it kind of travels like a CAT scan of somewhere. Does that number and whatnot, is my thoughts. But this is the drop pod shoulder harnesses that keeps the Space Marine locked in place while you're, in transit. So yeah, quite fun stuff, man. And everybody knows a very messed up Dreadnought front piece for the sarcophagus, which, oh, what a day. That was a day. I remember ripping that Dreadnought to pieces. It got salvaged, made into other stuff. It was horrible. I'm not gonna lie. I had just coated it with a flat mat and tripped carrying it in, and it fell right into the pile of dog hair that my daughter had just literally finished grooming our Labrador. And oh my God, it literally, you could not have, that was a 3-pointer. If I ever saw one, it was a perfect shot. It just landed face first straight into the dog hair. And well, you know, when you've got clear coat that's still wet and it gets dipped in nasty dog hair, it gets thrown into a tank of solvent. The Green Clean stuff, I don't remember what the hell it's, Simple Green, and yeah, and so it was done for. Anyway, let's get to painting this beautiful piece of architecture. I'm not really for sure what I want to, what colors I want to do on them. We have some lead belcher, probably some gold. Let's try Gehenna gold. We can always brighten that up. Oh, that's getting old. Yeah, that's nice. That'll work, I think. Get a little bit deeper tone in this. The Gehenna gold is not spread very well, in my opinion. There we go. And it's very difficult. It's got to be really mixed. My paints are old anyway. I don't have a whole lot of money to spend on buying new paints all the time. So it is what it is, right? And that is why we call it Junkyard Minions. I do like this color though. It's pretty subtle. This is the color I use for my Necrons. I'm going to touch this up with Retributor gold, though. It's not gold enough in my opinion. And then I'm going to douse the whole thing in Nuln Oil. Just darken everything up and then throw some splashes of Agrax Earthshade in there, and yeah, we shall figure it out as we go, ladies and gents. Probably should get that over there a little bit more. My apologies. Trying a different setup with my camera, trying to get it to stay overhead and still be able to focus on this and make sure that I am in camera shot. It's all new to me. I just want to build models, paint, play games, tell everybody about Jesus Christ. Yes, I said that. But each to his own. I'm not here to judge anyone unless they do wrong. And I hope I don't. So I will do my best to refrain from cussing, which I actually am trying to stop doing. It is always better to not cuss. It just, it's just uncouth. Of course, my mom would be ashamed of me, and I don't want that. I love my mother. She's still very much alive. I would not like to disparage that woman's name any more than a dumbass teenager's already done. Aquila. The two-headed eagle, blind to the past, always looking ever forward to the future. So I just watched a video on a theory about the eagle and how, or the Aquila, and the being blind to the past and whatnot. But if you look at Kyrios Fateweaver, the Tzeentchian Herald, he perfect recollection of the past with a predilection of the future, but unable to comprehend really anything right in front of him, which I believe is the words that were used, which I found quite phenomenal and completely plausible, that somehow or another the Imperium of Man is tied to the fall of the gods, and Tzeentch knows it, and he's trying to, I guess, basically root it out before it happens, so to speak. How else do we want to do this? All right. All right. Let us do, where's that bat flesh? Let's try Cauldron Gray on the stone. Whoops. Just broke my rule of not oh, that was way much. Not shaking this up with the lid on it so that it doesn't get bogged down. Well, that's a good dark gray right there. Wow. Cauldron Gray. All right. That looks almost brown. Definitely going to be 2 coats. yes, the sounds of the highway. Dude was doing at least 80. Quite funny, actually. Sometimes they get caught, sometimes they don't. Got to be careful, though. There's a brand new roundabout. Excuse me. Not a huge fan of using these as really bases for anything. Usually I use them for objective markers or something along that line, but this is perfect for what I need. Oh, that's a part of this robe too. Whoops. Whoopsie. You can see some streaks in there. Try and blend that in as best I can with my very limited painting skills. Even though I've been doing this crap forever, it's never really advanced. Not that I didn't want to. I just had so much other crap going on at the time that, yeah, I just could not really get into it. My work was very involved. Beautiful. There we go. We're going to do scrying bones for his robes. And then, oh, it was Old Hut Brown. Whoops. Crap, no wonder it was so brown. I didn't pay attention. That's funny. All right, anyway, that is okay. Oh yeah, this will work. Oops, forgot about that part. Let's go ahead and take care of that now. Did it just come like that? Yes, it does. Huh. All right. That works. Excellent. And of course, we'll hit this with a different color again as well. Because we want the skull to remain this. I like using bone white for all my scrolls. I don't know, it just kind of gives them that aged look to me. When you add some Agrax Earthshade or Reikland Fleshshade, which I think is actually better for scroll work, in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people agree with me. Maybe. A few at least. I have to definitely do something for that scroll work. Yeah, let's just do this for right now, because that's technically what it is. Oh, well, you can see the detail a little bit better. Do it all. Whoops. That's fine. Blast it. Didn't mean to hit that. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's going to have to be, because it goes all the way around. Okay. That is okay too. Glad I have this out. There we go. Ah. That's right. Okay. And that too. No, that would be a part of his arm. The sculpt on this is really very shallow. It's very difficult to actually see got a little bit of glare with the way my lighting is set up, but it's usually how I roll because it is what I got, so I use it. Otherwise, I don't do this. Okay. Okay. What do we have? Let's do some metal. Meteorite metal. Game Master from Army Painter. Damn it. Ah! Poo-poo! I should probably get a wet palette, huh? Because I'm sitting here thinking about these paints being right next to me and how I need them for my continual touch-ups because my hand shook and they're probably going to dry out before I'm actually done with them. I'm not worried about it. The whole sword's going to be metal. as well as his armored boot. Yeah, that'll work. This one, however, we are going to use Aberlin Sunset for the rope, for his belt, rope belt. Ooh, that was way thick. No, wasn't thick enough. What the heck? There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. Excuse me. This is my Rogue Docs ad hoc bed table. I have a Van Sar and a Venator's warband and Necromunda, and they are awesome. I made a whole bunch of hangers on. I have a Rogue Doc. I have an Armorer. And these are all conversions that I've made myself. I'll show them off in a little bit. A little later. I never really got into professional painting. A lot of it just because I like to take my time and think about what I'm actually doing, because I don't know, I just like all my stuff kind of having a story behind it, and it's just more fun that way, in my opinion. Most of the people that I know, though, they all do tournament stuff, which is cool. I got nothing against tourneys. Tourneys, kind of like carnies. But no, it's just not my thing anymore. I don't have the time, and I certainly don't have the money to keep up with all the changes. Everybody knows about what Death Watch is going through right now, and I'm really kind of surprised that, although, to be honest, it's how Death Watch was really supposed to be fielded to begin with. They originally came out as a single squad led by a librarian or a captain from chapter approved. And it was one squad. It was the first time you ever saw the put to use, I think, was the suspensor for the heavy bolter. And, whoops, man, we'll just leave it. I'm just going to go ahead and paint these up since I'm not really too worried about it. The suspensor unit for the heavy bolter, allowing it to move, but only shooting at half range instead of having to remain stationary. So, in other words, he was the first, the Death Watch heavy bolter gunner was the first that could use a heavy weapon for the Space Marines and, you know, still move and be able to fire. You know, even if it was only at half range. But dude, 18 inches when you're only dealing with 24, and you can get a run move in and somehow or another find a way to be able to shoot after that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, they really were a kill team. You could only have one ally. It wasn't, like the whole army, which, don't get me wrong, I love the army. I built the whole army just because I like the fact that, there are thousands of Space Marines out there assigned to various Death Watch fortresses, and nobody knows, how much. Does the Inquisition even really know? And then, that being said, what is it about the Black Templars? They're out on crusade. They're they're the largest fleet-based Space Marine chapter in existence, at least right now, as far as I know, lore-wise, and as well as speculation-wise, as far as I've gathered. But the Black Templars, they've probably got at least 10,000, if not more. I mean, they're running Legion strength. You're talking 100,000 Space Marines, and it would not surprise me in the least that Helbrecht would do that, because Dorn never wanted to split up the legions anyway. And, Black Templars, Sons of Dorn, gotta love them, even though I play Imperial Fist. The other not baddie. Now, they've got some good stratagems, but, oh, poo. Yeah, that's all right. Although technically this is a grate. I'm going to use it as a wall. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do that. I just ruin the effect, I think. Maybe. We shall see. We shall see. Don't do that. I'm just trying to use up the last of this little bit of paint. Plink. A little bit more water. Loosen up what little bits left. Put it on there. I know I'm being brutal on these brushes. Copeland brought me I think it was a pack of like 50. So I will use them. Well, that actually spread pretty good. I'm impressed. Okay, good job, Army Painter. All right. Whatever. Now, ooh, Corpse Pale. I have no idea what this color is like. Pale Flesh, that's fine. That works actually. And just because that is a new one, I'll always put a little dot on top. It'll eventually wear off, but at least for now, I know what color it is. Doesn't look very corpsey, fleshy to me. Is that the one that I got from? I don't know. You're gonna be bald. There we go. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Yikes. Not mean to do that either. It actually might work out. It actually might work out. Let's see. Let's go with Banshee hair. For the scroll. No. Yes. Yep. Sorry. That'll work. Like I said, I'm going to do the Gehenna Gold and Retributor Gold. I don't, at least this inner portion. Yeah, just to change it up a little bit. There we go. Nice. That works. I didn't have to mess up with my scroll work. I like it. Now for green. A little moot green. That works. I like it. Excuse me for a second.